Hi, Cindy here, and I am alongside a marsh with these beautiful trees in the forest, and I'm going to get us an angel message. So I'm going to take a moment to connect with my angels and guides and receive a message for us. This is an intricate message. It has many parts that connect together. What we are going to share today is one of these intricate pieces that fit together like the most elaborate, magnificent, magical puzzle that is more than three-dimensional than you've ever seen or imagined. This is a story of energies intertwining. So, people incarnating into the grand Earth experiment have many incredible connections that you may not quite realize. People, regardless of how isolated you may feel, are connected with everything around you in magical ways. So the fly that was just buzzing around, and there it is again, is connecting with Cindy's energy, and Cindy is connecting with the fly in ways that perhaps are not all understood. So we're going to explain a little bit about how these energies connect. When something comes into your physical space, and your physical space includes around your physical body, that is the space of your love energy body, which is the earth expression of your soul's energy. So your physical body lives within your love energy body, within your soul. When something comes into your physical space, and we are going to refer to your entire love energy body as your physical space. When something comes into your physical space, you exchange energy imprints. This exchange deepens with a more open heart. So the more open your heart is, the more energy, the more intense of an energy imprint you share with everything that comes into your physical space. The other element that deepens the connection is the time spent together. So this fly has left and received a tiny imprint of Cindy's energy, and Cindy received a tiny imprint of that fly's energy. And they exchanged information while in physical presence with one another. That fly was literally within Cindy's soul energy. And Cindy's soul energy completely surrounded that fly and that fly's energy. The fly is back. And so when two energies come together so closely that they are completely within each other's energy, this is a magical opportunity. And this is what we wish to bring to your attention. When you are physically in someone else's energy or something else's energy, this includes the trees, the grass, Mother Earth below your feet, the chair that you might be sitting on, anything, the phone in your pocket, any energy that is in your physical space, your love energy body space. When you find yourself in this situation, there is something magical that you can access and that you can share. There is a communication that is available to all energy in all that is, including all of Earth's energy. When you are in that physical space with each other, there is an ability to communicate without words. This communication is energetic, and it is happening regardless of whether you are consciously aware or not. However, if you are consciously aware, you may attach a conscious message to this automatic energy exchange. So, you may attach any message you wish and communicate with anything that is in your physical energy. You may share a message of love or appreciation. You may share some information. You may share an experience that you had. Anything that you bring into your conscious awareness and consciously send that with your energy, that other energy will receive. Now, this exchange does rely on each energy's ability to receive. All the energies have the ability to send. However, in Earth's energy, your ability to receive is dependent on where you are along your own personal journey of self-discovery. So if you are engaging in this practice with another person, their ability to receive this information will depend upon where they are on their journey. However, that message is never lost. So when they reach the point where they are able to receive that information, they will indeed receive that information. Now, this is a method of communication that is becoming more and more available to you at a distance. However, we are bringing to your attention this ability to communicate in this way while in physical presence with other energies, because this is where these various forms of telepathic, and we use telepathic to describe communication without words. This is where the telepathic communication that will eventually be widespread to everyone in Earth's energy. This is where your awareness of it and your conscious experience of it begins. For the vast majority of people. There are certain people who have a spectacular talent for communicating in this way. And they have been doing this from a distance for many, many lifetimes. For the vast majority of people, this ability will come into your conscious awareness while in physical presence with another energy. So we encourage you to play with this energetic communication. Play with this with all energies that come into your space. The fly, the mosquito, your pets, your children, your spouses, your parents, your loved ones of all kinds, family, friends, strangers on the street, sitting next to each other on the train, the phone in your pocket. We encourage you to play with this, the train seat below you, Mother Nature, the ground beneath your feet, the wind, the sun on your face, all of these energies. We encourage you to play with this physical connection and send messages to all of the energies that you wish to communicate with that come into your physical energy body. This will in time open up a whole new world of communication for you. Thank you, angels. Wow. Oh my goodness. I just opened my eyes and realized where I was. I was like, other than this fly that's been buzzing around me, I was completely unaware of where I was. Wow, I don't think that that's really happened to that extent before. Very cool. I was very much in the moment with that message and that fly. So that is really cool. I hope, because I am not very good with mosquitoes and black flies. I'm really not very good. I have very little tolerance. And so therefore I draw all of that to me anyway. It's not a good thing. So perhaps I'm going to try to communicate with the mosquitoes that come into there's a butterfly. Hello, beautiful butterfly. Yes, I'm going to try to communicate with them and ask them to move along. And yeah, interesting, because they mentioned the phone a couple of times. And so I'm really curious about that. Because it's also our way of communicating with the world. So I feel like there's something really huge that we can tap into by communicating with our phones in this way and sending a message to our phone that could then sort of be shared. It could change the energy of our phone itself, because we're in each other's space, we're in each other's energies all the time. Like the phone literally is encompassed in my soul energy for a lot of the day. So the video got cut off at the end because I ran out of storage on my phone. So I deleted a couple of things, and there wasn't much else that I was saying, just, yeah, that I think that there's something magical about our connection with our phones and how that connects out into the world. And so we can sort of send messages to our phones that I think could also be shared with the world. So I think that there's a lot more to that. And then they also talked about how this is just one tiny piece of this very intricate energy that connects us all. So that's fascinating to know as well. All right. I'm looking forward to sending messages of love and appreciation. And I love that even if the energies that we're sharing it with aren't able to receive that at that time, when they get to that point, those messages will still be there. So that's really, really quite neat. Okay. Thank you so much for listening. I hope that this message has helped you in some small way to open up to playfulness and magic in your life. And I look forward to seeing how this communication exploration opens things up in your life, and look forward to hearing all about that. Okay, thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a magical day. Bye.